In this section, we study about some of the chemical properties of carbon compounds. Understood this? This is the another topic from fourth chapter, that is carbon and its compound. Okay. Now we know that carbon in its all allotropic form burns in the presence of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. So let us see the first property of carbon compound, that is combustion. That is combustion. The most of the fuel that we use are either carbon or its compound, So let us have information regarding the combustion. Now carbon in its all anaerobic form burns in the presence of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, along with the release of heat and light. Some carbon compounds on combustion in the presence of oxygen produces or releases large amount of heat and light. One of the example, one is CH4, that is methane gas. When it is burned in the presence of oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide plus water molecule plus release of heat and light. Now here, next one is when ethanol, that is CH3CH2OH, when ethanol is burned in the presence of oxygen, it also produces carbon dioxide plus water with the release of large amount of heat and light. Let us balance. Understood this? Now there are two types of compound we have studied, that is saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon. The characteristic feature or distinguishing feature between saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbon is that saturated hydrocarbon compounds burns with clean blue flame. This is called as oxidizing flame, whereas unsaturated hydrocarbon burns with yellow flame, giving lots of black smoke. Understood? And such flame is also called as sooty flame. Now even saturated hydrocarbon, it burns if it burns in the limited supply of air. It also can give a yellow flame or sooty flame. Understood this? Now this is the characteristic feature of saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbon burns with clean blue flame, that is oxidizing flame, and unsaturated hydrocarbon burns with yellow flame or sooty flame, produces lots of black smoke. Understood this? Now coal and petroleum also contain some amount of nitrogen and sulfur. So on combustion, it produces the oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. We know that these are responsible for acid rain. They are considered as the major pollutant of the environment. Now let us study the another chemical property of carbon compound, that is oxidation. Even combustion is also a type of oxidation reaction. Next is oxidation reaction. Now in combustion, the complete oxidation of carbon compound takes place. Now here some oxidation reactions are there that converts alcohol into acids. Now here in this type of oxidation reaction, where alcohols converts into acids in the presence of oxidizing agents. Now what are oxidizing agents? Oxidizing agents are those substances that adds oxygen to the starting material. Now let us take example of alcohol, that is ethanol, CH3CH2OH. OH functional group is there, means this is alcohol or ethanol. Now in the presence of oxidizing agent, one is alkaline potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, plus heat if it is heated in the presence of this oxidizing agent, or in the presence of acidified potassium dichromate, that is K2Cr2O7, K2Cr2O7 HEAT heat. Okay, it produces ethanoic acid, that is CH3COOH. This is ethanoic acid. Now here, this is the type of oxidation reaction where alcohol transform into acid. Understood this? Here oxidizing agents are there. What are oxidizing agents? Oxidizing agents are those substances that add oxygen to the starting material. Understood this? So this is for oxidation reaction. What are oxidation reaction? This is the type of reaction where alcohol converted into acids. Now another chemical property is addition reaction. Another chemical property is addition reaction. Another chemical property is addition reaction. Now, in addition reaction, unsaturated hydrocarbons transform into saturated hydrocarbons. Now let us see example. Now here, if we take the example of unsaturated hydrocarbon, so this is ethene. Now two carbons are there, so root word is eth, bonded by double bond, so suffix is ene, that is ethene. Okay, it's transformed into ethane. In the presence of suitable catalyst. Now in this reaction, either palladium or nickel is used as a catalyst. Okay, so here nickel catalyst is used. Water catalyst are those substances that speed up the chemical reaction instead of involving in the final product. So catalyst can never be involved in the final product. They are used in the chemical reaction just to increase the rate of chemical reaction. So example of addition reaction. So let us write this here. In this addition reaction, unsaturated hydrocarbon compounds transform into saturated hydrocarbon compound. Now, example, hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Now vegetable oil considered as unsaturated hydrocarbon containing, or these are the compound containing long unsaturated carbon chain, whereas animal fats considered as the long chains of saturated hydrocarbons. So addition reaction can be considered as one of the characteristic property of unsaturated hydrocarbon, because unsaturated hydrocarbon can undergo addition reaction. An example is hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Understood this? Now let us take the last chemical property of carbon compound, which is given in our textbook, that is substitution reaction. Now let us write the definition of substitution reaction. The chemical reaction in which one type of atom or group of atoms, one type of atom or group of atoms takes the place of another, known as substitution reaction, So what are substitution reaction? The chemical reaction in which one type of atom or group of atom takes the place of another, known as substitution reaction. So let us take example of substitution reaction. Now you know that saturated hydrocarbons are fairly unreactive. Or inert. However, the addition of chlorine takes place in saturated hydrocarbon in the presence of sunlight. Here, the chlorine atom substitutes the hydrogen atom one by one. So let us take example. Here it is methane. When it is treated with chlorine gas, that is Cl2, in the presence of sunlight. Now here 4 replaceable hydrogens are there. So here 4 hydrogen atom get substituted by chlorine atom one by one. So here we'll substitute this one hydrogen atom by one chlorine. So what we will get? We'll get CH3Cl plus HCl. Now here it is monochloromethane. Mono means one chlorine is there. Understood? One carbon is there. So root word is meth. So this is monochloromethane. Now again, this compound has 3 replaceable hydrogen. So let us put this product in the reactant side. So it is CH3Cl, again treated with chlorine gas, again in the presence of sunlight. We'll get, now substitute one hydrogen by one chlorine. So the product is CH2Cl2 plus HCl. Now again 2 replaceable hydrogens are over here. Again put this on the reactant side. So it is CH2Cl2, that is dichloromethane plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. We'll get CHCl3 plus HCl. Again one more replaceable hydrogen is here. So again place this in the reactant side, CHCl3 plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. We get CCl4 plus HCl. Means all the hydrogens are substituted by chlorine atom. Now how many hydrogen atom were there? 4. And these all 4 hydrogen atom get substituted by 4 chlorine atom, and the final product is carbon tetrachloride. Okay, or carbon tetrachloride or tetrachloromethane. Understood this? Now here you can see here the 4 hydrogen get substituted by chlorine atom one by one. So this is substitution reaction. Now distinguishing character between saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon is that saturated hydrocarbons undergo substitution reaction, whereas unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reaction. Understood? So that's all for the chemical properties of carbon compound. Now practice these chemical equations regularly. Understood? So that's for this topic.